And there we go. So what's going to help us to do what we have to do, and it will mean selling my motorcycle. I had a lot of fun on my motorcycle, so have no regrets, but we will be putting it up for sale, and then we'll be using that money, or at least part of it, to purchase a piece of equipment that will help us to do what we have to do next, or certainly what I want to do next. Because what we have on the house, as we are taking over and doing the work on the house to complete it. See, so we have a garage there, and the plan from me was always to actually block in one of those windows and make a door. And that door, you can see that there are 3 windows there, and the third window will become a door from the living room into the garage. And we'll get the garage, of course, will be bricked in and roofed over, but we have to have a driveway, and I'm standing in the driveway. And my idea is not to share the same entrance into the house as we do into the resort, which is there is the resort, of course. So for anybody who hasn't been with us so far, this is our dream project. This is the house, this is our home where we live. It started out as being built for our friend American John, as Beth always calls him, but he's not going to be coming to the Philippines, so we've taken over this part of the project as well. Foreigners cannot own property, so the property was always ours in Beth's name. So the big building, of course, is what we will have as the inn part, as in accommodation for the resort. And the resort, there's a lot of land at the back there, and over and down there towards that little red shed. That will be gone, of course, and there'll be another entrance there into the resort, and the swimming pool will go into a very large area that's over behind the resort. But here, what I'm planning on doing is to take this wall out, have a sliding door in there, and this will obviously have to be raised. The wall will certain part of this section, until we can get to a level ground, will be put and raised. So there's a lot of infill got to go in there, and that's where the piece of equipment that I'm hoping to be able to get when we sell the bike, and then I'll be able to do some of this leveling out here. You can have all of this earthwork done. In fact, this is how we did it. All of this was what Beth calls jungle, and we had it completely leveled. Well, of course, this has to be leveled a lot better than this now, and raised in certain sections. And then, of course, the strengthening part of having the concrete work done will be done. Right, but that will take us into being able to use the garage instead of leaving the truck out there. So, and then of course you can get into the garage. We can have a washing machine. We left our washing machine up with Nanai. People don't realize that it is different here. Things are done differently, and what people seem to have difficulty with is, well, you've got this house, why don't you go out and buy a washing machine? Well, we have a list of priorities and budget the same as anybody else. So I always say that we are house poor, which I think is an honest appraisal of our situation. So yes, we do what we can when we can, and that's how we do it. There's a lot of work to be done on the house, including the garage. Put a roof on it, concrete wall into that, and an up and over door. They're all expensive items, and as you can see, we haven't had the soffit put in here, which doesn't seem like a lot here in the Philippines, but it is an inconvenience, because birds, of course, will find a home wherever they can, and we certainly have a problem there with birds. So this part here could possibly have some shelter put in with an outside toilet in there for people coming in, and just so that workers can have an outside toilet, and that would go there by that door, and then the entrance would come in here. It would go down, not too steep, and go straight into the garage. So that's what I'm mulling over today. The sacrificial lamb is my motorcycle, but I'm okay with that. This is actually quite a heavy motorcycle for me, quite a heavy. I do enjoy it, and it is very economical. It is a pleasure to drive. It's a beautiful bike, with a high spec on it. It's ABS brakes, traction control, it's got GPS, it's got a special kickstart. This, you can just hit that and it will change gear without using the clutch, so you can change down very, very quickly, click 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 like that if you need to, and very convenient. It's low mileage, not got much on there, and as I say, beautiful bike, and it hasn't been punished in any way. I drive a very modest speed. I'm quite happy to do that. My boy racer years are over, and it's been a pleasure for me. Beth won't ride on this with me because if you look at it, the pillion, the passenger, is sitting quite a bit higher than the rider, and Beth doesn't like that. She doesn't feel comfortable. She would if she just gave it a chance, but that's ladies, isn't it? So that's a little insight into where we're going with this. This is something that's very important to me. Beth wants to do stuff on the resort itself. I know that there's a terrific amount of work to be done on the resort, so some of the budget that we have should be spent on having this done, so that our house is more productive and more serviceable as a home, and having the gate put there, a driveway in, and floor, walls, the garage constructed. That would seem to me to be a productive way to go. On top, of course, it would look an awful lot better. It's all wired in there for the downlighter lights, of which we've tended to go over on. Someone said, "Oh, wait till you get the bill, that'll change your mood," which is true. But then you only incur big bills if you use all of the lights all the time. So that's my thought on it. So please like, comment, share. It does help if you share. If you see something that is usable, if it's something that would benefit someone else to know, either in what our plans are, what our hopes and dreams, and our little targets that we're setting, then do share and subscribe, of course. So that's it from me. Thanks a lot for being with me. Bye for now.